Welcome back. We have missed the pistol. Too busy watching me, and now we have our second round coming into this. UCD have won the first one, and now we see TUD trying to buy back into it and get the round back for themselves. It's actually
Is it
swapped. Yeah, no,
backwards?
I
Yeah.
think we have a little. It should be TUD on the CT side who've won the first round, trying to fight against UCD's rifles. They have gotten a 1-for-1, but they lose out another player and they lose out the site. Very low, though, on the side of TUD means that these SMGs can just spam and get these kills. And that's exactly what's occurring here. They still have a little bit of time to pull back, but now,
Oh, Mag 7.
as it inches closer, it's going to just be 45 HP and very little to do.
Oh, he spotted him. Oh, timing is not there. F4GT takes down Grimy Ranar, however you want to pronounce it. Mess it up especially bad to drive him crazy. Personal favorite.
Yeah, now UCD.
Yeah, much better from TD.
Yeah, UCD forced onto the pistols. So they have to figure out what they can do now. CT stabilizing a little bit, able to convert those SMG and shotgun kills into rifles. They're going to clean up a nice bit. Dustle with 2, 3 onto these
Ooh.
pistols. He's going to stay alive for now. Goldilocks can't hit the Deeg. And it's just Joel now. They know exactly where he is. He's tagged to bits. And it looks like that nade is going to finish him. No, it actually leaves him a little bit alive. It should not mean the end of the round for TUD, but gives him a moment. Maybe he can hit a 1D. Maybe
Look
he can
at
pick
this
something
animation.
up.
Going down the ladder looking clean. Oh, we can get a 1D. That's an M4 if he wants it. Who wouldn't?
It's a minute now if he wants to go for the save. But he can still deal more damage.
Baby. Joel 1v5. Damn, he'd be getting a little close to the danger zone here.
It might be a case of he just wants to deal damage, because they know that they can get a buyout, because it is just the 3 round. It's a 4-round loss bonus, so 2 kills. That is a nice bit of impact as well.
Yeah.
Does force out a couple of drops. Still surviving with 3, so it's not going to be detrimental, but any damage is good damage when you're facing that CT side. And looking at it, they're able to buy up again, but it is going to slowly thin out. UCD going to get every buyout, so I guess they just decided they didn't really need the eco, so it's more value to take a rifle rather than to keep a rifle.
Yeah. It's a pretty good way of putting it. Andy, very aggressive. To kick things off. Oh, that grenade might just find some purchase. It does. A little bit of chip damage. Mr. Fruit takes some as well. Brody has to be careful not to get caught in an execute here. They've got Mr. Fruit to support them, but oh, as I say that, he drops. And now Brody, ooh, forced into a tough spot. He's going to opt for the aggressive option instead of falling back, which could be good, but if he only gets 1 out of it, not so worth it. Looking at the hit points on UCD, they're a little tight. Oh, Brody manages to get 1. Timing's all going to be like the second one, but Andy, quick on the trigger, takes it down. And I like this from UCD. They're still weighing up their options. Look at Grimy Renard's position. There's no way in 100 years this gets expected. He's good for 1. Might even be good for a second. Gets away with his life after the first. But this positioning is going to be everything. Now, hit points, again, I'll reiterate, not looking good for the UCD side. This is a winnable retake, but it's going to have to be close. Tekken opens things up. 1-1-1 going in favor of TUD. It's all down to Andy. 1v2. Now, one player is super low. That bomb, the smoke goes down, and Tekken does it. Just cleans up. 2 kills for him. 3 kills for him, excuse me, and 1 for F4GT, and it's a 2v4 win there for the TUD side. That is very different from what we saw in map 1.
Yeah, just pure confidence as they smoke the cross for the defuse, and then he just peeks out of it just to take out Andy. But really well played. It is actually just the util damage and spraying through smokes and walls on the A ramp that really comes into play there. As the HP just meant they can just sprint out these angles and take the fights, because they know that they have a little bit of damage that they can just go for it. Even the op just sprints in. They're gonna get ramp control again here on UCD, but no one is really playing against them. Mr. Fruit Jr., though, is going to play this XM10. The auto shotgun might be able to get something, but no, he just able to shoot off a few shots and then has to pull back now. He's not in a safe spot, and he's not even alive anymore. And he is going to get taken out 5v2 now. And even then, it falls straight away. The op gets taken out. And it is just FRGT. Looks like he's trying to edge his way over to a save. But it is going to take him a second, and the shot's fired. They echo exactly where he is. And it's just about survival now, as they're going to try to stay and keep this rifle and maybe upgrade to an AK if they can stay alive. But they are going to get swarmed on now in just a moment.
He's going to be tight on ammo if he gets into more than one fight. Oh, he managed to get the seconds! Make it 3! F4GC cleaning up. Can he get the ace? No, he can't. Joel, oh my god, you almost wanted him to get that on the save. Leaving just one player alive for UCD is a serious sucker punch to their economy. They'll be able to get a buy, but there's going to be some compromises made here. They're going to be tight on util for sure. It looks like only one player having full util. Now, TUD on the other side, they're going for those full SMGs. They're hoping that they can take this one based off of utility because they have a weapons disadvantage. I'm very curious to see how this round is going to play out.
Yeah, if they can deal a similar amount of damage or even take the round, it would be absolutely huge. UCD, they are on thin ice in terms of that money. Similar situation we do get, though, that this ramp take is just consistent. They haven't really been fighting for ramp particularly, maybe just peppering in some nades. But UCD just going to hold it and weigh up their options, see what they can go for. Goldilocks, though, with that op, we saw what he could do on overpass. And he's in a position to maybe get a pick, but the timing, that quick little peek, not able to catch off that kill. Nade gonna be a little bit too high, not deal any damage, but does force him off the angle momentarily.
This is all going to be about timing here in construction. Jack carefully holding this angle. I think it's Brody that has been repeatedly peeking it, but Grimy Renar opens things up, actually. Oh, and a bit of an execute over towards the B-bomb site might be very, very misleading for these CTs, in fact. Really go for one on the opening, and actually they're charging ahead of the execution. Two already. Goldilocks, nice flick of the wrist, catches one. 30 seconds on the clock. They need to be quick if they want to make it back to this A site. 3v3. There's a player. Oh, there's a player in such a good position. Jack, the man of the hour. He has to go huge here. Yeah, and the one huge point on their side is going to be Heaven. Jack needs to get this kill. He's dropped down to 86. Not too much stress. But thank the Lord none of those CTs went towards Heaven. Because if they did, that could have been a denied bomb plant. But Jack, he might just have secured that round by playing such a brilliant lurk position. And UCD, they had to be very quick to call that rotate with just 30 seconds left. They make it work. And hats off to them. That's the second round on the board.
Yeah, second round for them. 3 still alive. TUD, they do upgrade to a couple of rifles, so those MP9s do get a little bit. But still not great money, so it probably will be a hero buy coming out. They're going to have to really pull a bit out of the pockets if they want to get this. Tekken, though, could deal a little bit more damage. Holding this very wide T-side angle. Jack barely surviving with that bomb, but just able to sit at the edge of the building.
He earned it. He earned it.
Yeah, no, the positioning there is exactly what brought them the round. It did look a bit shaky in the first attack of their trying to spot out the player, but does get it eventually and does clear out enough for the round. So they are able to get this, able to buy up again. 4-2, so good start from TUDA. They just need to be able to convert some of these mid-half rounds. And they are going to have 2 AKs, a couple SMGs, and that Mag 7 back up again.
Yeah, that Mag 7 was very, very deadly the last time they made it work. So, how well does it fare against AKs and an AWP? Is this Mag 7 here over towards construction? Is that where it's playing? Because if so, oh, it is Dustalope. This could be dangerous. Grimy Renar has to be very, very careful. Oh, he's giving a footstep away as well. That's going to call Dustalope into action. He might even go for the aggressive peek, but Grimy Renar is so ready. Rips the head off of him with the pre-fire. Grenade catches Jack, does 49 damage. That is a corner pocket if ever I've seen one. Brody burning a bit in the flames. This isn't even a commit. This is going to pull a rotate with the amount of util. There's 2 players rotated over. Joel has to be careful. Oh, Joel's also going to make some noise. What is this play? Tekken catches Jack. I don't even know where that was.
Seems to be the double bluff. They throw a lot of util A, try to make them rotate, but then they try to make them think that actually, no, we're going to B, and then just back to Brody. Sticking back here, as well as Tekken. So they have a rifle either side. So there is one here to try to mitigate some of this. 20 seconds there, pushing themselves low on the clock. Playing a little bit more slow. Are able to get 1 kill for the CTs. Bomb does get planted though. Rifle's still alive, so they can go for this. They have enough men to just throw and go for the trades. Both players low HP. That up, trying to stay alive, and he is barely taken out by a pistol, and just a swing out from FRGT. He picks up 4 in the round, and is just saving them there. I think UCD, they kind of overcooked the strategy a bit too much, I think, with their throwing nades both sides. They just didn't leave themselves enough time to let it sit.
Yeah, one thing I think UCD are really, really suffering on, and we didn't get to see it much in Overpass, but afterplants. Their afterplants have really, really not been good. And TUD, their retakes have been pretty solid. I got to give it to them. But it just feels like whenever UCD are in an afterplant, even if they've got man advantage, they're just playing these one and done angles, and they're going 1-for-1 and losing out on the trades a lot of the time. It's very contrast to what we saw on Overpass.
Yeah, and now just aggression coming in. He was alone to begin with. Does get taken out by Dustalo. But they refrag it. But still man down already. And they don't really have that much control of A, given that what just occurred. CTs are able to pull back out. That spray is too wide from Grimy Renard. And it's just jacking out 1 versus 3. Has to do a lot if he wants to get it. Flash off. Doesn't have the bomb for himself. It is out in the open. Does have a couple of flashes to force people to give him the space, but not able to do it. Brody with the op saves that, and TUD getting themselves up to 6. They at the very least give themselves a tie at half, but they still have the money. They still have the rifles to go for even more, as UCD forced into a bit of a lesser buy, as we see a couple of Mac 10s, a couple of pistols try to get them a little bit of damage in this round, I'd say, and it just looks like a bit of a B play as all 5 players make their way to the main area.
Flash at the ready to catch any aggression, but it looks like it's just going to be the one up over towards this B site. Actually, Joel fancies his chances with the hand cannon. This is all going to be about timing and whether Dustalo can find that first kill. He can. Oh, he's not even going to try and get out. He's going to go for another one. Legs. Andy finds another kill. Oh, misses the first shot. Only 1 left in the mag. This is the shot. Goldilocks drops him down, but he's got so much time that rotate comes through. This is not going to be a bomb plant. Not unless Joel makes miracles happen, but not today. 7 on the board for TUD. A pretty clean round, only dropping 1 on reclaiming that off as well.
Yeah, and it was an upgrade for an MP9, so he didn't even have to expend much to get themselves up again. It was a full eco from UCD. They do try to get a bit, but it doesn't work out. I just love the confidence there from Dustalo to stick around. You know, you get the first contact generally with the op, and then after you get it, you usually pull back knowing that, you know, you're against 5 players. But he sticks around and he gets a lot of damage dealt. It's 3 shots, 2 kills. And it just leads to such a terrible situation for UCD. Tekken, this timing is crucial.
Pull the trigger.
Both sides able to see on top of the dumpster. Everyone fumbles there in terms of bullets, it looks like. Joel and Goldilocks, they do eventually get the kill between them, but not without paying a lot of HP. Still though, man advantage for UCD. And they have a nice bit of mid-control there trying to garner.
Goldilocks getting some map control there over towards mid. Oh, that's a missed shot from Jack. Dustalo will take them all day. Takes a second one down as well. That's something I'm noticing a lot of. The op repeaks are looking very, very powerful. Goldilocks gets one back, but look at this HP differential over here. We've got a grand total of, what, 96 hit points against 260. Yeah.
They barely have 1 player worth of hit points.
Oh, that Molotov could be lethal. 2 players can't walk through it at all.
Yeah, and the high HP
goes down.
Andy with high HP. There's 12 between 2. And that molly is literally a death sentence nade. Gonna deal a nice bit of damage.
Oh, good
Actually
nade.
taking out Mr. Fruit Jr. The Oppo does still a bit overkill against these players, but he still gets the kill. Joel, literally a tickle away from death. FRGT though, actually going for aggression. I'm really liking these mid-round adjustments from TUDA. Just able to go for aggression and repeaks with the intent of, you know, getting strong info, getting a kill. This op being an absolute saving grace. It's doing similar to what it did for Goldilocks, but it seems to be a bit more team effort, as 3 of them have reached double digits. So it is just spread out these kills, and they're able to get so much impact from them.
Yeah, it really feels like UCD's after plans are just not there. And even getting the bomb down over towards that B site that A site, excuse me, has been a struggle for them.
Yeah, it's really a case of, on Vertigo, if you aren't able to convert the ramp control into anything, you really can't do anything. And it has been the case there. Even when they get the plant, it costs them so many lives. And TUD are just able to sit back and wait for the post plant and get an advantageous position from there. You get the 1-1 here in mid. Does see the one come out window, but Dustalo can't react in time. Opper's dead. They are going to recover that. And it could be a save, but they have a lot of money on board.
Yeah, Goldilocks just maintaining the fact that he is a thorn in the side over towards middle there. Not letting them go without a fight. Oh, one player spotted. Oh, very aggressive peek from Jack after being dropped down like that. But nonetheless, 2v3. So aggressive from UCD. Tekken falls.
This is the strafe.
Yeah, the strafe's not quite landing. Not a great way to lose your 3rd round, but they're well in the lead. They can afford it at this stage. 8-3 is what we're looking at as we enter the last round of the first half. Very comfortable funds on the CT side. On the UCD side, actually have a very solid buy as well. Full nades across the board. They have that up. There's an SG on the ground if they want it, I believe, and an M4 in the hands of Grimy Renar, who favors that over the AK or SG by the looks.
Yeah, and just offloading every bit of util there. Joel gets 1 kill himself, and the aggression from FRGT caught off by Goldilocks. So losing that round and now kind of fumbling the bag going into the last round of the half, losing so many players. And now it's just up to Tekken. Solo on B, nothing really left to gain. They haven't dealt much damage. They haven't even used much util for UCD. They might be weak on their post plants currently, but I think this is one they can convert.
Yes, I mean, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but half the bomb ticker's gone already. And I think they've probably heard him at this stage. It's going to be a matter of seeing if he can get something out of a clip reel, but no, he gets 4-3'd immediately and Andy takes him down. 8-4, a bit of a recovery from UCD at the end, but going 4-2, 4-2 in favor of TUD in the rounds is a pretty stark difference from what we saw in Overpass. But now they find themselves on the attacking side. This is going to be more difficult, and dare I say, this pistol round is going to be pretty telling of where this map is going to go. I think if TUD take it, it's all but over for UCD, but even if UCD take it, that's still a bit of an uphill battle. They have to be very much in the low room for error territory.
Yeah, and we are going to see what looks like a very much util heavy pistol. I don't think we see that all too often here in CS2. It seems usually people go for a lot of armor plays, but 3 players opting for nades, and they are just going to completely coat the site in cloud as Dustblow gets that first kill. And the spread just means that bomb can go down without too much of a hitch. They do lose 1, but Tekken takes 1 before he goes down. 4 versus 3 now. They're at an advantage. FRGT has a frag on hand.
No kit as well.
Oh, but caught off on the change around. FRGT does get lost. Taps from Mr. Fruit Jr. It's not clean. It's not pretty. But he's able to get it. 1 left now. Andy, 27 HP. Very little time, and the longer it ticks, the less he has. All they have to do is not die, and they've done just that. Not able to finish it off, it seems. Just going to fight for it. Running at him, going for the knife kill. Not going to lead to anything, but TUD taking the pistol, getting a 9-4 start.
Yeah, very sloppy from UCD again in terms of just taking 1v1 fights. I don't know if it's just overconfidence off of the back of Overpass, or if this is an inherent problem when they're not hitting their shots. But I'm just seeing so many encounters where the right plays to not take that fight. And UCD just peeking into 2-3 opponents and getting absolutely ripped to shreds for it deservingly. TUD just punishing them for their mistakes heavily.
Now into the second round of the half, they are going to lose one early on. That was the MAC-10 though, so not too big of a loss. But UCD, they are practically giving them the round, not going for much. Knife though, Joel on hand to do it, does make step, so he does get cut off, but now it's a 2 versus 2 with a rifle in hand. Is going to get caught off with nade damage, but Joel able to get one. Mr. Fruit Jr. is alone, does get Goldilocks. It's planted for him, but he has to beat out Joel in a 1 versus 1, and the spray goes for Joel. UCD get a 5th, and they only had 2 deagles in that round, but they're able to get it. The early kills converted, the early flank and ramp. And TUDA, they just completely fall apart when the pressure's up against them there. Joel surviving with a rifle and a few kills. That is a huge bit of momentum taken away from TUDA and completely transferred over to UCD.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying if TUD took that pistol round, they'd be in the driving seat of this game, but I didn't account for the fact that Joel simply exists on this server. A play like that is exactly what you need to get the blood pumping, get your momentum going, and Goldilocks. Get Goldilocks to heat up his rank 2. Could be on for a 3 as well. He's in a position to make something happen. It's going to be all about timing. Oh my god, Goldilocks, what a flick of the wrist. This site is closed today, I'm afraid. A 4K from Goldilocks. As soon as that AWP goes into his hands on that CT side, it's just, there's not really much that TUD seem to know how to do to play against it. It's quite disgusting.
Yeah, it might just be the case that Goldilocks didn't have the chance to really get the ops started. So now that he has it in hand, it's just going to be the way it goes. Because if he's able to get multi-kills with it no matter what, it really doesn't feel like TUD should be able to put up much of a fight if it's at all similar. But this time they do. Fighting in ramp, Mr. Fruit Jr. gets that first kill. One does go back for UCD. But still good start, but it followed by a little bit of aggression from Grimy Renair. So man advantage still for UCD. The op is no longer in play though, which has to be a sigh of relief, but still uphill battle. And UCD actually going to go for some re-aggression, retake ramp, and no one's going to be home. They're not going to see a single player. So rotates to B seem to be imminent.
So long as they maintain, you know, playing in pairs, I don't mind the aggression when you have the man advantage. You just have to be careful about giving away 1v1s like that. Dustalo finds one Jack quick to trade it out. 3v2. Jack's position is going to be everything here. They don't know which side he's on. Oh, and Jack's going to find that one. Takes the 1v1. Risky engagement. Really risky engagement, but he wins it in the end, so we can't fault him first. 3k for Jack as he holds down that mid position. And UCD, there's only 2 rounds in it. They're clawing at the heels of TUD, and it's an eco here for TUD. Tech 9s, maybe a deagle, but if not, just Glocks.
Yeah, so we have to see exactly what they're going to be able to do with it. There's a little bit of util in hand. They're going to go for that short smoke here for construction. So maybe just a fast play, try to close the gap. Joel does have a nade out, so he's caught. Dustalo hits the insta-dink as he turns. So he is able to recover a rifle, but Grimy Renair not getting caught off straight away. It does get taken out eventually. That 8k though is not in a position to be recovered. Or M4. But I don't think he can run out to get it. So 2 kills, but they are going to have to stick with their Tech 9. Still staying alive. Forcing a complete rotate from UCD. And they do have time to play with. They don't have to risk much here. They can just try to play around, force them to be in a bad situation. Steps being made, though, are going to really solidify. That does catch the position, sees that he's standing up there, showing himself Jack. He's going to get a little bit pushed back, but these pistols are still not really a danger.
It feels like TUD are so afraid to take it over towards B as well. They just know that up for Goldilocks is waiting for them. And they don't have the util to flush it out. Not that Goldilocks would let them anyway. They have to take these long-range engagements with Tech 9s against M4s on A if they want to make something happen here. And I have a feeling they're just going to walk into Goldilocks instead, but Goldilocks misses the shot. Tekken takes him down. This could be game-changing. 2v3 man advantage to the TUD side as that bomb goes down. Charging in there quick on this retake, but F4GT catches Jack. This could be trouble. Andy has to get this kill for F4GT. If he misses the shot as well, Andy's going to have all that information. Positional awareness. Finds one, but F4GT perfectly plays off his teammate's death and gets that double digits on the board for TUD. An insane eco round from TUD, yet again punishing UCD's over-aggression.
Yeah, the Pistols once again shift the momentum. First it was UCD on the second round with Deagles. Now it's TUD with the Tech 9s, and it's such a strong round to take. They dealt a lot of damage on the previous round. And now, once again, they're forced onto very little. They have nades, but an MP9 and a FAMAS are stuck in the mix. No op for Goldilocks, which we have seen as the shining beacon, means this round might be a little bit more shaky. So, Primary Renard still isn't going to play off a little bit more construction aggression before pulling back. Just love watching that flank because that is what completely destroyed them when they were on the rifles versus the pistols. So not trying to make the same mistakes twice. They're going to get a lot of control here towards A. Take out the flanker, take out the headshot position. And already this map is split wide open. Tekken takes out Grimy. And UCD just look like they can't keep up with TUD's rifles. And just Jack now. He has had a bit of a slow start to this map, and he's just going to be smoked off the site. FRGT going to go aggressive as well. Going to play on top of the box, play around the smoke, where Jack really is just locked out of the round.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario here, he takes down one or two with him, but even that's a tall ask. Especially given how... See, this is how UCD should be playing afterplans. Even in 5v1s, TUD are giving them nothing to work with. Jack is good for one, though. He's just going to take his little prize and go. With 5 hit points remaining, I think that is a wise choice. There are players in tow, and oh, the pre-fired shots might give away some footsteps. Jack has to be careful. 180, he took a hit point from that explosion.
Brody dies as well. Brody falls off the map.
We'll give that one to Jack. We'll give that one to Jack, yeah.
It counts, it counts. Still not a hugely costly round for TUDA. And now they have to question what they can do. They are just going to keep that rifle in Jack's hands, not go for any shenanigans with a buy around it. Just going to see if he can do something this round. And it is just going to be a stack towards A and the rifle towards B.
Oh, slow on the trigger. 1 for 1. 1 for 2. Somehow Goldilocks still standing. Brody eventually drops him. This is a bit of a bloodbath over here. Just Jack left alone again with that M4.
Yeah, I think
he's
a
top
save.
his team right now. Nearly top fragging the server, just behind F4GT. But alas, not much to work with in this one. Feels like UCD just kind of on the back foot on map number 2. We could be looking at a mirage for the finish here.
Yeah, they should be getting them to match point. Jack going to go for the save again. And this time, if he's able to keep it in hand, it does mean a little bit of pressure taken off in terms of economy for UCD. So it does have big impact flourishing into this. But really, it was just aggression with pistols, trying to go for something, trying to get some kills, but it doesn't work out. TUD get fairly clean with this round, only losing the 1. So they should be quite happy with it. And they should not really lose anything either, not playing too aggressive. As you're saying, they don't try to overplay their hand when they earn these post plants in any situation. There's no point in going to hunt Jack and giving him the chance for a multi-kill round, for a little bit of, just hype to build around the team. You just play around the safety. You play for the round, not for the kills. And that's working out really well for TUDA. And it should be concerning for UCD now onto this match point.
That it should. A slow round, UCD. Maybe becoming aware of their mistakes, not wanting to get a little aggressive, not wanting to overextend. It's not the early round aggression that's been their problem, though. It's been those 4v4s, those 4v3s, 4v2s, where they have advantages or they have disadvantages, and there's just no double peaks or anything like that. Again, no blood being drawn just yet, but Shots being spotted. Joel takes one to the shoulder. The savior of this half, if he can make something happen here. Peeks into it, nothing. Looks like the ploy is a bit of a de-lurk though. Big kill from Jack, catches Dustalope. Dustalope's a player that's been a real problem for UCD, picking up those impactful frags over towards that P side. I've just now noticed Goldilocks is in fact on the CT side in this position. He's going to be able to clear all of B for the team and completely reveal the plot is towards A. Goldilocks! Oh, could he be good for 3 here? Good for 1. Timing is going to be everything. That grenade might push them back, but they're sandwiched here towards this mid-vent area. Up the ladder is even risky, knowing that around every corner your opponent waits. UCD will need 5 in a row. This is a good start, but 4 more after this is a tall ask.
Yeah, they pushed through the gap that Goldilocks left in mid. So, able to get 1, but still a huge cost. Does take out Goldilocks, but taken out by Grimy. They do survive with 3. So, staying alive in this match. Still 4 more to go if they do want to take themselves to an overtime. So, TUD, they have some room to lose these rounds, but not wanting to make a habit of it. They are buying up again and hopefully going to make this one a bit cleaner and try to take us to that 3rd map. Try to take us to that decider of Mirage. This time a lot more aggression coming in. They do flash him out of the position. Does get taken out. 1 for 1 for Grimy. So stabilize after losing that ramp control. Still a lot of rotates coming in. And a lot of pressure on UCD now. But this is the position you were saying that they completely go a little bit too aggressive. So it's just a question of if that is going to happen again or if they're going to be that bit more safe. But it's FRGT. Pushes so quickly, just sprinting his way with the smoke to veil himself. They're going to get the plant and they're able to pull back without too much issue. 3 versus 3 now. They do have kits for everyone.
Game-changing mistake. Oh, big kill from Joel though. Spots another one. The headshot angle is going to be everything. It's taking attention, but that bomb's ticking. It's halfway already.
Tekken is in the smoke behind them.
Jack needs to hit that shot. The knife coming out. Joel finds it, and UCD take the round. I gotta give it to them. That was... I didn't have them down winning that. If I was a betting man, I was holding my money on TUD for that one. But 3 rounds in it now. UCD clawing their way back. TUD, they'll get a buy out of this one, but they don't win this round, they're actually going to be in a bit of trouble. So we could well be looking at overtime here. This round is going to be very, very important. And actually, we see them aware of that. They make it a little bit of a half buy. Jack opens things up with the op, but he's not done just yet. Oh, misses the 2nd shot. Just narrowly. He's not in a good position here. It doesn't matter. He'll nail the flick. Andy catches one as well. I like this buy from TUD. They didn't invest too much because they knew that if they did, it wasn't going to be a perfect buy and they were going to be in serious trouble later. Now, they can probably get 2 buys back-to-back for these last 2 rounds and have a fighting chance of taking it to map number 3 before UCD risk overtime.
Yeah, and they keep trying to change it up and it hasn't fully worked out. The round before that was close in terms of reaching a plant situation. But overall, it has just been so difficult. They've tried some playing A slow, playing A fast, playing B fast, and it's just so many things being thrown at the wall and none of it sticking. So I think they're just going a bit more back to the roots of what have been working, you know, taking ramp control slowly, trying to just wait for some aggression from UCD, but it seems they are playing this with a bit of teammates actually being seen over that smoke. Mispositioning it, not able to get anything. Joel barely stays alive, but he does stay alive. Tekken with a fast Tech 9 push. Goldilocks going to be kept alive by his teammate, but still 1 kill. The Tech 9 able to pay for itself with that aggression.
This is something. Goldilocks.
They do want to get up close
shot.
here. It's 2 ops.
And B's
for
open.
UCD.
B is completely open here as well. 3v3. Loads of time for this rotate to come through. Dustalope just holding it down. UCD have got to know the ploy at this stage. Now there is a late flank coming through with, I believe that's Grimy Renar. But he's going to be very, very delayed and Dustalope's ready for it. Oh, great kill behind Andy. Oh, Andy catches another one. It's all about Grimy Renar's timing now. He could catch this kill. He spots him. Can't go with that back deep box, and there it is. UCD again against the odds in a retake that I feel like they shouldn't have won. They managed to do it. I think TUD again just getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Maybe they've let the foot off the gas just a bit too much, and now UCD are making them pay the price for it. One round in it. TUD have a bye, but there are going to be compromises here. It looks like Dustalope is not going to be able to fully buy. The rest of the team should be okay. And the UCD side, they've got Op, they've got Og, they've got 2 AKs. This round is going to be interesting. A TUD timeout I quite like. UCD can utilize this as well. I think that gives both teams the best and fairest opportunity coming into what could be the last round of this map too.
Yeah, and TUD just trying to figure out what's working, what's not. It seems, I think from just watching that round, it feels like some of that pressure is getting to them, you know, being so close to OT in the second map, in the map that might be the end of the series. You know, there was so many aggressive peaks around that generator position that didn't need to happen in a 3v3 post-plant. We were praising them for them previously, but they might just be getting a little bit antsy, a little bit worried, and trying to close this map out faster than it needs to. And UCD are capitalizing off that. They are going to actually go for the 2-op setup, or at least talk about it. They did have it on previously, so they are going to swap that M4 for the op, which did work out last round, given that they won it. So that is going to be the play. Going to go for what they've done similarly. Op is going to go aggressive on top of the sandbags, and it gets taken out. Jack is lost. Joel as well. He gets one, but that's still a man advantage for TUD. Remy Renard. Aggression is going to come in, but he's out of position, doesn't hold it correctly. Goldilocks as well, though, is able to get the cross, but that smoke is going to force him forward or force him back, and he is going to opt to try to take the fights, but they're redirecting towards B. They know
the position here.
This push up from mid, Mr. Fruit Jr.
Never expected.
And he's going to get one, he's going to get two! 13-11, they win out the game. It looks like they brought their old self back. They don't let those few round losses from UCD throw them. 13-11, they don't let the overtime happen. They do make us question them again, but that's a different team than we saw in the first game.
That was. I can't help but wonder how much of the first game was just UCD riding the momentum, because there were so many mistakes in that map too. Just 1vx encounters that were just completely unwinnable, that just UCD insisted on taking. Even in that last round, once, I don't remember who it was, whoever that first player that went down on ramp went down, the second player should have been falling back to site to play with the next teammate, but no. They decided to take that 1v4 fight and just go for the glory of it all, and were completely punished for it. And as a result, the 3v2 went to 3v0 with no trades. And there you go. Deservingly, TUD take map number 2. But we're going to Mirage next. Oh, I don't know.
Gonna be exciting.
I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know who's going to take it.
Yeah, both teams have been really high quality in terms of, you know, dual power. I think first map, it was definitely Goldilocks and UCD just controlling it. But the second map, TUD, they were more team-based in terms of that winning, in terms of that strength. So it might come back for them. It depends how it really starts. If Goldilocks is able to bring the op online early on like a CT side, it could be everything. But I don't know if we know the side. I think it might be going to a knife round. So that is actually going to be a lot more crucial than we think going into it.
Yeah, especially on Mirage. I feel like in CS2 in particular, that T side is a little bit more favored. Just, you know, the exaggerated peakers advantage, and I mean, it was kind of favored anyway in the past for some teams. Yeah, a lot of emphasis on who gets that starting side. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back into the action soon.
See you then.